In Day and Night, the lonely stoner is me. That's what it is. It was a point in my time where like I would cop bud, listen to Rat-a-tat for hours and hours and and just fucking write songs by myself and just smoke. I'm trying to like better myself through my music. You know what I'm saying? My music is really like therapeutic for me. When I started to make music, I was like, man, I want to make songs for people that don't connect with some of this shit. You know, I want to fill in that gap. You know, I want to speak on behalf of just the average kid in America that's just young and trying to figure it out and passionate and looking for love and looking for something real, you know? As soon as I turned back around, I knew I was on a mission, on a very specific quest, you know? It was bigger than just wanting to be a musician or do movies. It was about finally showing the world what Scott could do.
And congratulations, Man on the Moon, The End of Day, out.
Yes.
That's
finally.
That's huge.
The whole album kind of is the continuation of Day and Night, where Day and Night left off. You know what I mean? You know, whatever happens, happens. I know I put my heart into this album, and we really spent a lot of time into making the best album for the fans. This is kind of like the opening scene in the story, and it's kind of like I'm waking up in the dream. It was the ultimate amazing moment. Like everything was like right, you know what I'm saying? And I was just worried that I was gonna mess up. You know what I'm saying? So it was building up and building up and building up, and now she's just completely overwhelmed because she opens magazines, she sees me on covers. She's so excited, I'm excited, and you know, it's a dream come true.
I decided to drop my album on November 9th.
The album in question is the new Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon 2, The Legend of Mr. Rager.
Man on the Moon 2, The Legend of Mr. Rager by Kid Cudi.
Man on the Moon 2 by Kid Cudi.
In the skinny jean wearer, fro for days in the OAA. Born so low, most fools couldn't price me. Silently stunned with a full of PE.
You guys okay?
Pleasure to meet you, man. All right, thanks. When the album come out?
I never really seen him like, you know what I mean, like what they would call like strung out or like. I always seen him in total control. He'd just be turned up.
You know, I would wake up in the morning. I would, do coke immediately, even before I had cereal. And then I would have a beer, and then I would smoke weed. So like, I never wanted people to know I was doing cocaine, so the beer and the marijuana leveled me out in a way where I was able to walk in the streets and talk and seem as though I wasn't on anything. Yeah, I mean, I abused it.
This is my daughter, Veda. Everybody say hi, Veda.
You want to say something? You want to sing Day and Night?
Are you worried at all that your hip-hop fans would not get what you guys are trying to do right now?
Indica, April 23rd, my best work. I'm super proud of it. It's something people have never heard before. Like, it's good for all that, man, because it's just a positive energy throughout the album, even though there's an aggressive tone. Yeah. Because it's definitely an aggressive tone. There was a lot of anger in me when I was making this album.
Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, and it's time for a review of the new Kid Cudi album, Speeding Bullet to Heaven.
Kid Cudi's Speeding Bullet to Heaven.
Man on the Moon 2,
I saved up my lunch money to buy that album.
The album is generally considered one of his more controversial, with a lot of people not agreeing on whether or not it was any good.
You write about how your album, Speeding Bullet to Heaven, it was written essentially during one of the darkest times of your life.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to die for sure. Yeah. I didn't want to. I was like, F it. Play the guitar and shred, and I don't give a fuck if people like it or not. This is how I feel. I just feel angry as fuck, and I just wanted an excuse to like scream on records and express that anger.
You said essentially that you wanted that album to be your goodbye. Did anyone close to you in your life know that you were struggling that bad?
I don't think so. I kept it, because when I was around my friends, I was happy to not be alone. So I was like, back to, you know what I mean? I could keep it to myself. I never wanted to worry my friends. I'll be cool. I can maintain. I got a daughter. I want to be here for her. All the thoughts that I need to think to keep me from going down that dark path. From 2015 to 2016, it was like the decline, getting just darker and darker and darker. Suicide was on my mind like all the time. When I relapsed and I was like kind of faced with this reality, like damn, like it's been 6 years since I've used this shit. And I thought I was past that. And I'm obviously not. That was fucking me up.
Now Kid Cudi is in rehab right now, but he's got a #1 song on the radio. And I want us to sing it tonight. Loud enough for him to hear and feel it and know we love him. Y'all ready? Beautiful morning.
For the past 5 years, you know, loneliness is a terrible, terrible thing, man. And if you don't know how to conquer it, it can eat you alive.
Passion, pain, and demon slaying. Give it up for Kid Cudi!
She had a plan, stronger than I know. Soon I'd understand the power I possess. The story of the chosen. Rose, golden, golden. The story of the chosen.
Kid Cudi is my personal favorite artist in the world right now. Like, his music, whenever you see his performances, just his whole take on the whole game, it's just proper, unfiltered, uncensored artistry.
I am legit feeling a strong 9 to a 10.
Kanye West, Kid Cudi, Kids to Ghosts. This album is rapper group therapy.
It's like so well crafted and polished that it just doesn't feel like it's this short album.
It's like you said, well polished, and the vocals on this thing, they're just...
You guys chose Man on the Moon 3 by Kid Cudi.
Today we are finishing the Man on the Moon trilogy. Man on the Moon 3, The Chosen.
Hit me up.
Give no fucks, getting busy at the cut. Nigga, what? And we do it too.
At that moment, like, where you say, like, tell my mom I'm sorry.
It's kind of like, you know, admitting that my mom would be really disappointed if she thought that, like, I allowed myself to go back
Ladies
to
and
that
gentlemen, Kid Cudi!
My mind is speeding by, I'm holding on. That's why I put that line in there, because it's like, it's kind of like, this is what it is. This is my reality, and this is what I'm feeling, and this is what I'm going through, and yeah, tell my mom I'm sorry. Tell my mom I'm sorry.
I had to accept at some point, it's always gonna be there.
Yeah, I think that's something that I've come to terms with in the last 2 years. In a lot of ways, these feelings don't necessarily go away. They hide and go in hiding for a while, and then they wait for the right moment and they pop back up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, I haven't felt this in 8 months.
Hey, as the story goes, this fight, this war, this fight, this war, and me. I think that this album is a triumph, you know, because I've seen a lot of people saying, like, yo, you sound like you can feel the happiness in the music. You can feel the joy radiating, you know. 11 albums, and I was able to still do something new. You know, I was just in a zone.
Did you make music after we spoke at your house?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I was just in a zone, man. I was just kind of like a really strong creative spark. I was really at a place where I had a goal. You know, I was like, okay, I've done all these different types of albums. I've touched on all different types of spaces, creatively, sonically. What is the one thing that I haven't accomplished?
You got a big summer, bud. You have a new album, Free, and you have a memoir. It's happening. Yeah. Let's talk about this. Oh, before we talk about this, please, because I met her backstage. You got married.
Yes, I did.
Congratulations, beautiful wife. Why now? Why at this point in your career?
Oh, man, I feel like I've just been on one hell of a journey.
Yeah.
And I felt like it was important to kind of tell my story because people have kind of, you know, seen or heard bits and pieces of it in the tabloids and, you know, things like that. And I just kind of wanted to, you know, inspire and bring people in on the ride and let people know about some of my struggles and things that I've overcame.
How are you doing today?
I'm fantastic. I feel really good. It's been crazy the past couple months. I've been filming. I filmed this movie that is really f***ing gnarly, and I just wrapped last week. And yeah, so now I'm like back into work mode on the album and the memoir.
Why now, and why did you want to write this?
Man, I feel like I just went through a transformation in my life. And I was at this place where it was like 8 years I had been kind of on the lighter side of life, and I had learned so much. And I know, you know, the fans really want to know my story, and they know bits and pieces because I've done interviews throughout the years and talked about my past and things like that. But there's so much that is in the book that I'm sure no one knows about.
You also talk about the happiest you've ever been was getting married to your wife.
Yeah.
In June. I love the smile. Oh,
Yeah.
congrats.
Yeah.
You just got married.
Yeah, June 28th.
Look at the beautiful Lola.
Loli.
Loli. Gosh, she's gorgeous. What
Yeah.
What is it about the two of you that you think works so well?
Oh man, she's my soulmate. Yeah.
Tell us about the new album.
Well, it was pretty much like my love letter to Lola, you know, and also to discuss, you know, where I'm at in my life, you know, my struggles and what I've been through, and kind of like a moment of reflection, you know, kind of looking back and seeing where I've come from and how I've overcame some things, and but like ultimately, like it's just, you know, about where I'm at in my life, and I'm at this place of peace, and the title Free just seemed fitting.
First of all, congratulations on the memoir.
Thank you.
On the album.
Thank you.
But I want to start with what I view as the real headline. You're a married man.
Yes.
How does it feel?
Fantastic.